Hi guys, welcome to Soul's Note Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your timeless tarot for whenever it is that you're tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're all doing, really, really well. These are general readings for the collective. They may not resonate. Please only take what does and leave the rest. Now we're using the gateway, the activation of light. Okay. Oof. This is so weird. We've been talking about this shit all week. I've changed the deck. I wanted fresh energy and we've kind of got the same reading. I am presence, and I'm sure this card came out the last time I even picked this deck up. I'm getting serious deja vu. Light body activation, accessing the divine within, which is beautiful energy. It's that healing energy, the healer energy that we had in the last reading. Accessing the design within you. And then the bottom of the deck, we've got Chamber of the Violet Flame, karmic release, radical transformation. So yeah, there's some sort of healing that's happening here. Some kind of healing that's happening that is allowing you to access the divine within. Oh my gosh. And then the bottom of the deck, we've got the halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. This karmic cycle, it has been, and I don't even, when it makes me wince to say the words, even from my own personal experience, the life experiences that I've had, it makes me wince because it can be, I don't want it to be misconstrued, what I mean by what I'm going to say. With this great lesson, karmic release, radical transformation, for you to access the divine within, you wouldn't have reached this point where this is where you're at, where you're able to release the past. The karmic people, the karmic places, the karmic things, your own karmic ass fucking behaviors. If it wasn't for the karmic experiences that you had, they were the best lessons. The best lessons. No private education or Ivy League fucking college, or we have them in over here, I don't know what they're called here. Like, but you know, like Oxford, whatever, the posh unis. But none of those institutions could provide the kinds of lessons that were so vital in your growth, in this activation that's happened. And I don't like to say that because I'm not giving credit to the motherfuckers that you've had to encounter on those karmic cycles. This is not saying like, oh yeah, well that ex or, you know, that parent or whatever, and they're great. No, they're not. And it's just unfortunate that they had to show up in your life as a karmic. That's the bit I find, look at this. Yeah, Three of Swords. Yeah, they had to show up in your life as a karmic to create this pain, this suffering. This person's like naked. It's like, I feel that this karmic cycle that you're releasing, this transformation that you're going through, something broke you here. Completely broke you with this pain, this suffering, this mental and emotional conflicts. I'm seeing tears here. Somebody's may have even like hid away. But in the darkness, so I mean, this accessing the divine within, it was, oh, this is giving me so many chills. When I use both of these decks together, it kind of blows my mind. Let me move these and let's start talking. But look at that. She sat there and then we've got these beams of light, and look at the evolution, the growth. It's almost like, as it says there, a light body activation, but it came from the darkness. And then in the middle of that, we've got this pair of eyes. Can you see them? I don't know if this is focusing. I hope so. But it's given me the energy with this, the divine within. It's like the divine saw you. The divine was watching you. It was almost like the divine was calling you home. We had that reading yesterday with home on it, but I'm just seeing that light, like you're being literally transported, elevated, levitating upwards towards the divine within yourself. But it came through this pain, suffering, this karmic shit that we were just talking about. It was the greatest lesson. It's the greatest lesson, but at the same time, we have like an institution called Ofsted here in the UK that goes round and like assesses and sees if our schools and education system is up to speed and it's, meeting all of these requirements. So what I'm saying, it's like, this may have been great lessons, but if Ofsted had gone round to those people, they wouldn't have been sending any more kids there, if you know what I mean. They wouldn't be sending anybody else there. They were great lessons for you, but that's not... it's such a weird thing, because I'm not condoning any of this. I'm not condoning any of this, and I'm so happy to see that next card that came out. I've just looked at it. The Eight of Cups, the Eight of Emotions, walking away. Exactly. Whatever this karmic release is, it's allowed you to walk away, to let go, to detach from whatever this pain and suffering is. Or if you're in the middle of it, that's what needs to happen, is you need to release now. Let it go. Walk away. You've had the lesson. You don't need to repeat it. It's like, you don't need to repeat it. The Fool! This card has been coming out all the damn time. And look, we've got like the waves in the sand. Can you see that? She's like walking along like this desert. And we've got the ripples in the sand. So this is just a continuation. You leaving that pain and sadness and grief, emotional and mental strife and conflict behind. You sort of rising, accessing the divine within. It's like you're being guided to leave wherever you've been. Move somewhere, literally, could be literally or figuratively. But this Fool energy is you starting again. Towards some kind of new beginning. Radical transformation, karmic release. So yeah, you're letting go of whatever... Okay. Queen of Emotions. The Wheel of Fortune. Exactly. This karmic release is going to allow this wheel to turn. Whatever this karmic release is, and the karmic release comes in the form, whatever this Three of Swords is, this is the karmic release, the walking away. Whatever it is that you're walking away from, it's creating a space in your life for this Wheel of Fortune to turn. So this is you, getting onto your destined path. This is you allowing this radical transformation to actually unfold. There's something about your emotions here. We go from the Eight of Cups to the Fool to the Queen of Cups. So when you walk away, there's going to be a leveling up and maturing in your emotional body. Through this I am presence, through you accessing the divine within, there's going to be an emotional intelligence that you have now. Like I say, because this was a great lesson. These people were great teachers without being qualified. Without being qualified. And indirectly, and this is giving no praise to these people. It's how you have chosen to handle yourself in the experience of these karmic cycles and lessons. Like I said, it's got fuck all to do with the people, because I can imagine, and I know that some of the things that I've been through, if other people were to have to handle what I handled, it wouldn't have been handled as gracefully. It wouldn't have been, it just would have been a completely different experience. So a lot of the props goes to you and how you've handled it and how I'm sure we had that reading, like, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Like that persistence, that resilience, that not giving up. It wasn't because these people were great teachers. It's because you were a great student. That's it. You were the great student in a shit school. Oh my God. Right. I don't even know if I will need any more cards on this deck. It gets so spacey when I use this deck. Whoop. Let's see what we've got. Look at this. Right, we've got the World. What's called the World Cosmic. I don't think I've ever seen this card. But this is closing out exactly what we were saying. Closing out, walking away from, ending this cycle of pain and suffering. It's like there's an awakening. This isn't something that you need to do. You've learnt your lesson. And when you truly learn your lesson, you walk away. I mean, you don't sit there and say, let's do this again. No, not if you were really in the Three of Swords. 10 of Inspiration, the 10 of Wands, the burden of walking away. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You have to make difficult, tough decisions. 2 of Inspiration, clarifying the Fool. So that's the plan. Some of you may have been planning to move, leave, walk away towards what was going to make you happy a long time ago. Or you may be putting this plan together now. I don't know. But someone's planning to leave. Someone's planning to start again. Someone's planning to take a leap of faith. Show me the Queen of Cups. That was so many. And I'm sure they all flipped into the reverse. Yep. Five of Swords in the reverse. Two of Cups in the reverse. And the Judgment card in the reversed. Right, I've seen this in two ways. Let me just leave these here and get one on the wheel. Show me this wheel. Ten of Pentacles, exactly. Right. This Queen of Emotions, as I said, you've got the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck now. Right. This, like I said, is you having some sort of emotional growth. Like, it's an emotional deepening and anchoring down into your emotions and feelings because of what you've been through, because of what you've experienced. There's an emotional growth here. For others of you, you could be actually dealing with a water sign who is attached to this karmic release, because we've got this Chamber of the Violet Flame, karmic release, radical transformation, then we go to the Queen of Cups. So you could be releasing this as a person. If this is someone outside of you, it could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody that you may have had some sort of platonic or romantic relationship with. We've got the Two of Cups, we've got the Five of Swords, but they're both in the reversed. So this would have been a relationship, a partnership, a union where there was mind games, manipulation, someone was being very two-faced. I just hate the Five of Swords energy. I hate the Five of Swords energy. And then but these came out in the reversed. So this relationship is now over. So you breaking up with, releasing whoever this Queen of Cups is, it's done. You're no longer fighting. Or you see this person, well, you don't see this person as a reflection of who you are anymore. So I mean, there's emotional intelligence here. You know that this person isn't your reflection, so therefore you have to release them. So this person may have had to bring you down. Oh, this is fucking deep. This person may have had to, oh, what the fuck? Bring you down. This person's sitting on the floor there, hand in their head. Bring you down to that level for you to be a reflection of them. Because you are ultimately this I am fucking presence. These two cards are not the fucking same vibration or energy. And like I say, you've had to elevate from being down on the ground, down and out, down bad. You've had to elevate to this I am presence. So there's no going back. Now you see who you are. There can only be a radical transformation from that point. You're not going back. The cycle is closed. Well, this person may have had to bring you to that level so that you were a reflection, a mirror image. You've got all this mirroring going on. But that you woke up to something. And then we've got the Awakening, which is the Judgment card in the reverse. So that would speak about no second chances. You're not resurrecting this. You're not reawakening this. You're not opening the door on this. Or this is the advice and guidance. Do not reopen the door to this. This is an old karmic cycle. See, should be confirmation for you. The halls of learning. The halls of learning. Please remember the lesson. Remember the lesson. We don't need to do that again. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune clarified with the Ten of Materials, the Ten of Pentacles. That's beautiful. This is the radical transformation. Whether this is like financial stability, commitment within a relationship, a solid foundation, you creating new, traditions and cycles for your family. There's something that's been activated here. Like I said, with this great lessons and confirmation, there's something that you're not doing again. You're doing it in a completely new way, a completely different way. Something is completely over here. Right. I think that was pretty concise. Okay, let me get one of these. In fact, I want to use this. I was going to get the numerology deck, but this, as I was heading towards it, this one was like, pick me. I'm like, okay. Right, any advice or guidance for anyone resonating, with this reading? Oh, right, okay. Mindful. We've got group think, card number 40. And 16, empty well. Time to replenish. Okay, bottom of the deck. Spirit of the river, movement towards adventure. Beautiful. Right, let me grab the book. Let me get these wires and leads. Ouch, tuck back in. Right, 40. Let's have a quick look at the keywords. I don't know if I want to read all of them. There's a lot of information in this deck. And let's find 16 while we're at it. Empty well and mindful. The key phrases are keeping a clear mind, hurtful thoughts and groupthink. The human mind can be so many things: a prison, a latrine, a circus, a temple, a cave. It can be a place of restriction or a place of never-ending expansion. Right now, be careful of where you wander in your mind. The quality of your thoughts is key, as you're in a fertile time full for manifestation. Exactly, which is why there needs to be an elevation from this sadness, from this pain, from this suffering. You shouldn't be looking back at this lesson from that perspective. If you have to release something, or you've had to release something, this experience allowed you to access the divine within. If you look at it from that lens, it's all just about not putting a spin on it, but there needs to be, like, to close out a cycle, to successfully close out a cycle with this world, we have to pull the lesson. And if we, oh, look at that, that's so weird. I was going to say, we have to pull the lesson, and I was going to get this card which says great lessons, confirmation, spirit guides, the hall of learning. Those experiences were just to teach you something. And then look what has showed itself, transmuting pain, the fool's embrace. You've got the fool in here. So you can't embark on this new journey until you transmute the pain. The poses of both these people are practically the same. Like knees up, head down, you know, hand on face, hand on head. They're similar. So as I was saying, you've got to find a way of transmuting the pain of that past karmic cycle. That's what needs to close, is the pain and the suffering associated with it. It did its job. It taught you. Now you've got to let it go. That's what I mean with this Eight of Cups, walking away, Fool, starting again. It wasn't meant to hold you there for eternity. Whew. Right, it says it's easy to be influenced by others right now too. It's hard to protect yourself from the energy and the sheer amount of information that bombards you. If you allow all the fear and uncertainty to pollute your mind and your emotions, then you'll fill yourself up with this negativity, and you'll see more of it in your outer world. Stay out of gossip and other forms of groupthink. Yeah, and this is what I was saying. When you cut another person down to their level or limit them by your envy, you activate lack for yourself. And that's what someone did for you, I feel. So, I mean, they had to bring you down so that you were a reflection. But that person, as I say, with this Wheel of Fortune that's turning, there's going to be a radical transformation for both parties, for everybody involved. You're not the only person that's supposed to be learning lessons. The other people that we interact with are supposed to be learning lessons too. But are they good students? That's what I was saying. Are they good students? Time will tell. Right, so, yeah, be mindful of what your mind is full of. Keep the faith. Good brings more good. Love more love. Gratitude brings more things to be grateful for. Like empty well. Nothing here. Time to replenish. Diminishing yourself for another. Do we even need to say any more? Nothing here. I think desert. Bleak ass shit. Nothing here. Keep walking. Time to replenish. She's arriving at this source of water here in the Fool. That's the new beginning. That's taking the risk. That's taking the leap of faith. You're not going to stand in the middle of a desert with nothing that's going to replenish you. And water in the tarot is emotion. There's no emotion here. Not positive. Oh, okay. I'm not going to read all of this. But it says diminishing yourself for another. So stop diminishing yourself for the sake of other people. Stop allowing people to put you on the floor. What's that in Dirty Dancing? Nobody puts baby in a corner. You are divine. You've got to access your I am presence. But yeah, stop diminishing yourself for the sake of another. Making yourself small will not produce the results that you want. There is a lack of reciprocity, of give and take. The empty well tells you it's time to reclaim what's yours and return what does not belong to you. Exactly. And that's exactly what this Wheel of Fortune is going to do. You've got to own it. So you get what's yours, and whoever needs to get what's coming to them gets what's coming to them. That is karma. That is universal law. That is how you transmute the pain. Right, I'm leaving that right there. I don't know how long I've been talking for. But I hope you managed to get something from this reading, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.